What is going? What is going? What is going? My shiny cardboard enthusiast, welcome back to the channel. Oh, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a special kind of video because we're doing another PSA preview, but the cards we are going to be previewing today are not just going to be any special cards. They are all secret rares. Dun dun dun! Before we dive into the video, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Like the video if you guys enjoyed, and drop some comments down below letting me know how you just scratch your pants after seeing all these crazy cards on your screen, being like, oh my god, he's gonna submit all these cards. Ugh. Just let me know what happened. How did you like pass out and faint after you just saw certain cards? Because I know I would if I was you guys. But anyway, with all that YouTuber intro stuff out of the way, let's move on to the video. Alright, lickety split, here we are, we're back, and what is going on? Anyway, so we're going to kick off the video with my Cell Mag Zeno. I do have to do these in the order I submitted them in, so I will just keep that in mind. This is the order that they're submitted in. Anyway, moving on. If you guys want to know how to submit to PSA, there's a video and I showed you guys how to do it. Go check it out. Anyway, moving on, enough self-plugs. Cell Zeno, Unspeakable Abomination. Honestly, this is the alternate art that was from the Mythic Booster set. I probably will go through the trouble to show how expensive these cards are right now, and if I bought them instead of pulling them, I will let you know how much I paid for them and stuff like that. But honestly, I expect this bad boy to get a 10. I think it I don't have a penny sleeve, so can't look at the back, but honestly, I predict this bad boy to get a 10. It's really hard for Dragon Ball cards, except for like, you know, the earlier ones to get, you know, really low grades unless you're like playing with them or something like that. But I don't play the card game, I only collect. But oh, excuse me. So we're actually going to look at some Pokemon cards, just because I bought this Rayquaza, you know, relatively after Evolving Skies came out. I just loved this card so much, and I'm a huge Rayquaza fan. I have a Shadow Lugia tattooed on my chest right here, and I almost got Shiny Rayquaza instead of Shadow Lugia, but Lugia is my favorite Pokemon. He was before Rayquaza, so I had to keep it OG 100, and I decided to go with Lugia, and I decided to throw a little twist on it because I love the XD and the Coliseum game, so I made him Shadow Lugia instead. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Moving on, talking about the card now, but dude, this card looks amazing. There are several times I almost sold it or, you know, used it for trade fodder and stuff, but I decided to keep it just because, you know, I wasn't going to get the amount of money, like, value-wise compared to what I bought it for, which you guys obviously saw on screen probably a minute ago. But it is a little heavier on this right side as far as centering goes, and I know that is pretty important when it comes to Pokemon cards, but hopefully I can maybe get lucky, because I feel like this is one of those cards, like, it has to be heavier on one side because of the art. But either way, I digress. I feel like that may get a 10. I mean, I feel like it may more likely get a 9, but I predict it to get a 10. I'm sure I threw that up a minute ago, well, because I know editing me will, you know, remember that I forgot to put that there and blah blah blah. Anyway, our last Pokemon card, and this card, I have so many funny stories with this card, because when me and my buddy Matches Peaches were doing box battles on Pokemon and stuff, he actually pulled this card on our, like, one of our only box battles we ever did, and it was very, very, very entertaining to hear him freak out whenever he pulled this, because we were both hunting for it at the time. This was the chase card at the time, and you know, oddly enough, my cousin bought his first ever, like, Darkrai premium box, whatever. It was like $15 at our local Walmart during like Black Friday or Christmas or something. He bought literally one box and he pulled this card, and I couldn't believe it, so I had to have it in my collection, and I'm gonna send it off to get graded, because this was his first like ever big crazy pull, like ever, like pulling cards ever. So I just thought having that would just be kind of cool. Like my cousin's big crate, I did trade him a bunch of stuff for it, so we ended up trading for like $150 worth of value. So that's how much I technically paid for the card, or at least that's what I'm calling it at. But next up we have our, oh yeah, I expect that to get a 10, but I could also, hold on, we're gonna bring it back real quick. I definitely expect it to get a 10, but I think this one also has a little bit on the heavier side right here as far as centering goes. And I think there was like a little weird speck like right here on the card. Like it's still kind of there a little bit, but I don't know what it was, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it may also get a 9, but I'm hoping for a 10, but I'm keeping my prediction as a 9 just because they're so strict when it comes to these high-end Pokemon cards. But back to our Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which was the, I'll throw up the link up in the card so you guys can go watch me pulling this bad boy. I did not expect to pull this card at all. I did not think, because, you know, back whenever Realm of the Gods came out, my buddy Matches Peaches bought me like 6 boxes at his local store, you know, and I paid him back for them and stuff like that. But, you know, I held on to these boxes because, you know, Realm of the Gods, the boxes were going for pretty high prices there. They almost got to the 300 range, but, you know, the centering on this card looks amazing. And, you know, I just decided to open the 6 boxes because I would be so tempted to sell them, but the thought of like the God Rare or this Vegeta like being in the boxes I had was just too tempting to, you know, pass up. So I'm really glad I opened up the boxes. It was unfortunate that on the final box we happened to pull that Vegeta, but I predict that bad boy to get a 10 as well because he looks amazing. Next up we have Beast Gone. We're actually just gonna do, I'm just gonna show off. I have 2 of them actually to be graded. Let's see, this one I pulled and this one I bought because I literally bought this bad boy and then I bought like 7 packs that were left in my local Walmart, and I decided to kind of spice up the video a little bit, and I decided to open the 7 packs along with, you know, the package of, you know, him arriving and stuff like that. And I happened to pull this bad boy in the same video, which still to this day is just so crazy that that happened. I expect both of these to get 10s. I think, yeah, both of the centering on them looks really good. Like, I mean, this one is a little bit fatter on this side, but I think this one is perfect as far as I can tell. But honestly, I'm expecting both of these to get 10s. I really hope they do, because part of the reason I'm sending in this submission, like, because I kind of wanted to hold off because I really didn't want to spend any more money and like while saving up for the next God Rare set, but I'm selling all my sealed Pokemon product for like $10 shy of $2 grand, so I'm just going to use all that money to order 2 cases for the next God Rare set. But anyway, I digress. Moving on with Baby Hatchak Sand Destroyer Premium Edition Secret Rare. Honestly, this was the whole reason I bought the Premium Edition ones. I haven't bought a sealed case or like a box of the Premium Edition. I plan on buying one for my sealed collection eventually. I just decided that if I were to buy one right now, I would want to open it because I definitely want these 3 cards in my collection. But I ended up just, you know, just buying them like separately, because in the Premium Edition box they come in like a sleeved pack with all 3 of them in it. And I paid like $82 for all 3 of them. So technically, if you do 82 divided by 3, I technically paid like $27 for each of them. So that's not too bad. I really mostly wanted it for this Baby Hatchak because I love this card. I love Baby, I love Hatchak, and them together on the same card is just amazing. I still want to get the regular edition as well as the first edition secret rare. I mean, the second and the first edition and second edition secret rares really don't matter as far as price goes because there's no like differentiating them between each other. Like if I were to have a second edition Saiyan Destroyer and a first edition one and put them side by side, you would not be able to tell the difference between them at all. I hope I can just get all 3 of the arts for him eventually, but I digress. Moving on, we have Broly Ultimate Saiyan or Ultimate Agent of Destruction, and I gotta say, like I was saying, I bought these for the Baby Hatchak, and I didn't really care too much about the Broly, like the regular 5th anniversary secret rare alternate art, but this premium edition one, dude, oh my god, he looks absolutely insane. Like the amount of texture and stuff that is going on with this card is just absolutely mind-boggling. It really blew me away whenever I got to look at it in person. I'm sure like the compression of YouTube and like the video and stuff probably, hopefully, can show it off, you know, as best as possible. But man, this card is so amazing. I was like, man, I can't wait to get these all graded. And I'm pretty sure next up is our, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku one. I did get the 5th anniversary edition, the alternate, not the, Jesus Christ, not the original OG one, but the 5th anniversary box that I opened. I got this alternate art. So this premium edition one honestly looks spectacular. That like cubic, like pentagon background that they have going on right there just looks so cool. It makes this card pop so well. His pose is a little goofy in my opinion, like both of his arms being stretched out like that. I feel like they could have did something a little bit cooler, but regardless of that, I still think this card looks amazing. I love it so much. I can't wait. I also, oh yeah, sorry, I'm sure I probably threw it up in like while I was editing and stuff, but I predict all 3 of those to get 10s because they just all look amazing. Next up is our Supreme Kai of Time Brainwash Secret Rare. Now, this was actually a gift from my buddy Miraculous Jones. If you guys want to go check out the gift box that he sent me. I mean, this will kind of be a spoiler for that, but there was a couple other goodies in there that you guys might want to go check out. But regardless of that, whenever I pulled that Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue from those openings, I was saying how all I need to do now is get the Supreme Kai of Time. And lo and behold, my buddy, you know, Miraculous Jones was just like, hey, you know, I got 3 of her. I'll just send you one for free. Don't worry about it. And then he like also sent me one of the other cards we're about to look at here in a second too. But honestly, this card looks great. I also expected to get a 10. The centering looks great. She looks like she's even on both sides. This is all just from the sleeve and whatnot, but she looks spectacular. I also expect her to get a 10. But next up is our other card that Miraculous Jones also sent me, which totally caught me off guard because originally he was only supposed to just send me this Supreme Kai of Time, but he sent me a bunch of other goodies as well as this Hero's Lineage, or Heroine's Lineage. Sorry, I keep saying that wrong. But oh my goodness, I couldn't believe that he sent me this. One of my goals is to get every secret rare graded as a PSA 10 in my collection, and I'm hoping that this bad boy will come back as a 10. I was looking at it and there was like a weird looking spot like somewhere here on the back. I don't know if it's like damage or like what the deal is, but these are like some of the older cards from like really like in the beginning. But honestly, it didn't look like it was too crazy bad. Honestly, I still expect this card to get a 10. It might just been like some weird like smudge or something, I don't know. But overall, card looks great. Centering looks really, really good on this bad boy. Let me straighten it back out so you guys can see. Yeah, centering looks great. There's no like hollow bleed or nothing. That was like a real big problem with these earlier cards back in the day, especially the signature cards. Oh my goodness, don't even get me started on that. But alright, so our final card. So this is going to be one whole submission. All 11 of those is going to be a submission. And then this bad boy right here, my Apex of Power, which I just also bought. I mean, I made a video on it, but if you guys are watching this, I don't really see the point in going to check out the video. I mean, if you guys want to see it in better detail with like out of the sleeve and stuff, then go check it out. Definitely a beautiful and amazing card. I do have to send this off by itself in its own submission because as a PSA 10, I'm pretty sure this card is going anywhere between $1,200 to $1,500. So, you know, with the declared max value being so high, I will have to send it off by itself as for $75. It'll be like $109 for this one to get graded. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these both off at the same time. And whenever Apex gets back, I will hold off and we will go through all 12 of these together in one whole submission. So it will be hard for me to like not look at this bad boy because I expect it to get a 10. I paid $619 for it. It is a little heavy on centering right here, but I also feel like it's like that because, you know, Goku's like art and all that kind of stuff is like right there on the edge. So I feel like this is like, I feel like that's something they might not count for this card particularly because of the art on it, but I could be wrong. I hope it gets a 10. I really do, because like if it gets a 9, like it would still be in my collection and I would still keep it, but really I hope it gets a 10 just because I won't have to worry about it ever again. and I won't have to worry about trying to find another one and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy these PSA previews. I know some people would more or less just rather just see the return come back, but I kind of like making these videos and like showing you guys what I plan to submit to PSA, because you know, once they get back, I could always come back and be like, oh, I predicted to get this and it got this instead, or yada yada yada, or you know, maybe it's just more content. It is what it is, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to listen to me ramble about some shiny cardboard. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and I will catch you guys in the next video.